Rubskin here, and today we're talking about the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? Yeah, you know that fucking Avengers Endgame does represent the end of an era, right? For the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but at this year's Comic-Con, Marvel made some big announcements that represent the new beginning, which is Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and they got some big plans that kind of extend beyond 2023 even, you know, well into the fucking future, right? But the next big movie that we're going to be seeing from the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to be, well, it's going to be kind of a prequel, right? It's Black Widow, right? Yeah, with Scarlett Johansson coming back to play the Black Widow again, even though she died in fucking Avengers Endgame, right? But this movie's gonna go back in time. You know, how far back in time? It's gonna be like a prequel back when she's an Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Well, from what I've seen, it's gonna go back to, like, not that far back. Like to right about the end of the events of Captain America's Civil War, right? Yeah, right about then. Apparently she's gonna go on some kind of action-packed adventure there. Right? And she's gonna go, I don't know what's gonna happen. But, you know, that sounds kind of cool. Black Widow, I like her a lot. And, yeah, sure, that sounds good, right? Yeah, but then, in November of 2020, we're going to get the Eternals. Which, honestly, I don't know anything about the Eternals. You know, what the fuck are the Eternals? I don't know. Apparently, based on the description, it's like a Jack Kirby storyline about these, like, godlike super beings in this galactic war that took place millions of years ago. Fucking millions of years ago, really? So this whole adventure would take place like millions of years ago, and apparently it's going to star Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek as, like, godlike super beings, and I don't know, I have no idea. But, you know, that's happening in November of 2020, right? And now, in that time, during that gap, I think there's going to be, like, a whole bunch of Marvel, like, TV shows that are going to be on Disney Plus streaming service, right? There's going to be a bunch of Marvel shows that are going to have the original cast, including Falcon and Winter Soldier, right? Which is going to star Falcon and Winter Soldier, you know? Captain America's right and left-hand man, right? Right? Captain America's two best buddies are going to be going on adventures. Just the two of them. That should be interesting. Right? And then there's Loki. Loki, just a show about Loki, which has a weird logo. I mean, look at that. Like, what's with all the fucking fonts? They went, like, typeface crazy here. But what's that about? And Hawkeye? Hawkeye's going to get his own fucking show? I fucking hate Hawkeye. Hawkeye's my least favorite Avenger. I mean, he's stupid. He's got a bow and arrow. Yeah. We're going to take on aliens and, like, super robots with fucking bow and arrow? And WandaVision. WandaVision? The fuck is that? Oh, it's like Scarlet Witch and Vision, right? Yeah, because, you know, Scarlet Witch, her name is Wanda. So it's WandaVision. It's going to be two of these. They're going to have their own show. And apparently, these shows are actually going to impact the whole of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Unlike those other Marvel shows like Daredevil and Luke Cage and, like, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. never really had an impact on the movies. These shows are, right? And apparently, WandaVision is going to be required viewing before you see Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, right? Yeah, because, you know, Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, she's going to be in that movie, you know, teaming up with Doctor Strange and going on some kind of adventure. So you're going to have to watch the WandaVision show to get the setup for Doctor Strange 2, right? And that's going to be coming out May 7th, 2021, right? That's happening. And then in February of 2021, we're going to get Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings, which actually is going to be about the Mandarin, right? We're going to have the Mandarin, finally, which is going to be played by this guy, right? And, you know, everybody was disappointed when we got a fake Mandarin in Iron Man 3. You know, Ben Kingsley was playing a guy just pretending to be the Mandarin. Well, this time we're going to really get the Mandarin. He's going to be played by this guy, right? But the movie's not really going to be about him. It's going to be about this guy who plays, like, the Mandarin's son. And this guy, he's Shang-Chi, right? And yeah, I don't really know what it's going to be about. You know, Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings, coming out February 2021, right? And then the next Marvel movie we're going to get is coming out November 2021. We're getting Thor, Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder. Which is actually, you get the director of Thor Ragnarok coming back to tell another Thor story, right? And this one's going to have the return of Natalie Portman, right? Natalie Portman's coming back. And apparently, she is going to be wielding the fucking Thor hammer. The Majoran, however you pronounce it, right? She's going to be, you know, carrying the hammer. Which, you know, say what you want to. You know, but I mean, at this point, you know, Vision has held the hammer. Captain America has held the hammer. You know, why can't Natalie Portman hold the hammer too, right? So she's going to be the next Thor? Or something? I don't know, but that's happening, right? And then after that, we got some more movies that don't actually have official release dates yet. We're going to get Black Panther 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and Fantastic Four. Yes, they're finally going to do Fantastic Four. And this is actually the fourth Fantastic Four movie that's going to hit the big screen. You know, I mean, we've had Fantastic Four, Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer, and Fan Four Stick, which was terrible. But hopefully this will be the best Fantastic Four movie yet. Oh yeah, and that's happening. And we're also going to like Captain Marvel 2. That's coming out beyond 2020, you know. And we're going to get a new Blade. Yeah. They're finally going to do Blade, right? It's going to be this guy. This guy's the new Blade. And, I don't know, maybe that's 2023. I don't know. Yeah, so that's the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? And, I don't know, sounds alright. I'm interested in the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and Thor 4. Those sound pretty good, right? And maybe Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness might be kind of cool too, but I am not going to fucking watch WandaVision. In fact, I'm not going to watch any of those shows on the Disney streaming service, you know, like Hawkeye. I'm not going to watch that. Fucking Hawkeye. Seriously. Show about Loki. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not going to tune in for any of that, but you know, that sounds pretty cool. And, oh yeah, there's also going to be Marvel What If. Yeah, What If was actually a really interesting comic. You ever read the What If comics? Marvel What If comics? The whole concept is that you imagine what if, you know, what if something happened, you know? What if Bruce Banner didn't become the Hulk, right? What if, you know, Captain America... You know, what if it's scenarios, but it's kind of in the vein of the multiverse or various, you know, different parallel timelines, things that might have happened. It sounds really interesting. I mean, it's going to be a series on the Disney Plus, and that one actually sounds kind of interesting. The What If series, because it's going to, you know, expand the Marvel Cinematic Universe in different directions that don't really necessarily lead anywhere. It's going to be just one-off stories like, what if this, or what if that? And those comics were always really interesting, because, you know, you create this, you know, what if this happened? That sounds interesting, honestly. That sounds kind of cool, but I don't know. What do you guys fucking think? You know, what in the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe are you interested in? You know, or do you give a fuck about it at all? Because I mean, honestly, there is a growing disinterest in what is it called, cape shit. You know, people who don't like superhero movies refer to it as cape shit, right? Cape shit. Because, you know, I understand not everybody likes superheroes. But, you know, for me, the movies, it's called movies. I don't really consider them superhero movies. I mean, movies that involve superheroes, but I like all kinds of movies. Comedies, action movies, thrillers, you know, and these are just movies that involve people who happen to have superpowers, right? And I find that shit interesting. I like it. I like it. You know, what? Forgive me. You know, I like fucking all kinds of movies. You know, action movies, sci-fi, you know, fantasy, and that's definitely what these are, you know. So what? But you know what's missing on this schedule? I didn't see any of. There's no sign of the X-Men, even though I know that Marvel has the rights to the X-Men, and they're going to do something, but probably not right away, because you know we just had an X-Men movie that opened this summer, you know. Dark Phoenix was a huge fucking flop. Everybody fucking hated it. The reviews were fucking terrible and nobody fucking gave a shit. So it might be a good idea to wait a little while to kind of bring in the X-Men into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you know. Maybe we should have a little time without some fucking X-Men movies. Let's wait a little bit until there's a demand for them. Because right now, people are turning their fucking noses up at that shit, you know. And there's also I don't see any plans for another Spider-Man movie. Even though, you know, I haven't seen Spider-Man Far From Home yet, but from what I heard, the ending of the movie sets up something, you know. It sets up something, you know. So, are they going to make another Spider-Man movie? I don't see one on the schedule right now. And I heard a rumor that the next Spider-Man movie actually might have Deadpool in it, right? Deadpool, right? And it might be possible to throw in a couple X-Men into the Spider-Man movies. You know, kind of like Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, where like Spider-Man teamed up with a couple X-Men, Iceman and Firestorm. Firestar? I think, yeah. Spider-Man, Iceman, and Firestar, right? They were like a team. You know, we could do that. You could have, you know, Spider-Man team up with some X-Men, right? Spider-Man's going to team up with Deadpool, supposedly. But I don't see any of that on the schedule. So, maybe that's happening. Maybe it's not. Who knows? But, you know, what do you guys fucking think? I fucking love reading your fucking comments. I love reading what you have to say. Let me know. Well, what Marvel Cinematic movies are you looking forward to? You know, which heroes do you not see on the schedule that you'd like to? You know, write me a comment down below. And until fucking next time, keep it fucking real.